Yo everyone, what is going on? Welcome to the video, and today I'm going to be doing a high volume full day of eating. And for anyone who isn't really familiar with what volume eating is, it is basically when you include a lot of low calorie foods in your meals and your overall diet, so you can eat bigger portions and remain full throughout the day. And to really show you how much food you can eat on lower calories, I'm going to set myself a calorie goal of 1,900 calories, which is super low for me. But with the day of eating that I have planned, I bet you that I will not struggle at all and I will feel extremely full. So let's kick off the day with some breakfast, and I'm going to be making a huge tray of egg muffins. And these things are so voluminous, they are so low in calories, so easy to make as well. So let's get started. Okay, so I'm going to start by adding 100 grams of diced white onions to a pan. This won't come out properly. And that is going to be followed by 100 grams of sliced mixed peppers, 200 grams of sliced mushrooms, and 100 grams of spinach leaves. And while that is cooking away, I'm going to crack 2 eggs into this mixing jug. Add 400 ml of egg whites. Add some seasoning as well, so I'm going to go with some smoked paprika and some sea salt. And then add my veg into the mix. And then, as best I can, I am going to disperse my mix amongst the 12 different holes in the muffin tray. Okay, job done, and now I am just gonna put them in the oven. It's actually tricky to get them in here oh my god, this is a disaster, for about 15 minutes or so. So you won't have a camera in your hand, so it will be a lot easier than that. I actually think that these are so cool looking, like, it's pretty cool. And if you wanted, you could eat them with a knife and fork, but, you know, we're all friends here. I think hands is acceptable. So good. This is what they look like on the inside. And if you break it down, each little egg muffin has 39 calories only, and over 5 grams of protein. And if I wanted, I actually could have made this meal even more voluminous by using no eggs and just using more egg whites, because egg whites are lower in calories than eggs are, but the yolk does contain some healthy fats, so that is why I kind of went with that balance. This is actually such a beast of a meal. Like, I'm just over halfway, but I could probably leave it there, and I have a big appetite. Some up close action, and these are actually very low in carbs as well. Like, the only carbs you really be getting is from the veg. So if you are someone who prefers to keep your carbs down in the morning, some people do because they feel like it makes them feel sluggish, then these are a really good option. On a scale of 1 to full, I'm pretty full. Okay, I am just about to get back to doing some work, but first I'm gonna take my daily supplements, and I actually need to get into more of a routine with this, like either take them first thing in the morning or just before I go to bed, because right now I'm just doing it when I remember and I just forget sometimes as a result. I am going to start with 5 grams of creatine monohydrate to maximize my strength in the gym. 5 grams per day, every single day at whatever time you like, really simple. Next I'm gonna take 2 of these omega-3 plus capsules from my protein. Pretty much all of this is from my protein except one, but I'm taking these because I do not get much fatty fish in my diet. Next I have 1 of these vitamin D capsules because I haven't seen the sun in about 12 years. I'm gonna take 1 of these ashwagandha capsules. So each one is 450 milligrams, and they can help reduce your stress and anxiety. And lastly, I'm gonna take 1 of these multivitamin tablets that you get from my protein, again, just to help ensure I am hitting my micronutrient goals for the day. Okay, so if you are trying to increase your food volume and you are not including a big ass salad in your diet on a regular basis, you are doing something wrong. So that is exactly what I am going to be having for lunch, and I'm going to start by adding 220 grams of this rocket lettuce to a bowl, and that is 2 bags. All of this lettuce only contains 35 calories. Next I'm gonna add in 1 can of tuna, and I need to be careful that this doesn't touch my hands or I'll have smelly tuna fingers. Then I'm gonna add 3 slices of ham, half a red and half a yellow pepper, half an onion. Add them all into the bowl, and as if that isn't enough volume already, I am going to add 150 grams of baby plum tomatoes. Okay, well, this is an absolute beast, and my low-calorie sauce of choice is going to be this lighter than light mayonnaise. So I'm going to be using 50 grams, and in total that will only contain 36 calories. I actually think I will just kind of add it as I go, so when I get to the bottom of the salad I can add some more. I am a big fan of rocket lettuce. I actually think it is so much better than iceberg. Iceberg is just so bland. Whenever I make a big salad like this in a video, there is always a few comments from people saying, oh, so expensive, blah blah blah. But the thing about volume eating is that it is obviously going to be a little bit more expensive because you're eating more food. And the same people probably wouldn't even bat an eyelid if they were spending like 8 or 9 euro on a Subway or a burrito bowl or something like that. So if you're spending like an extra euro on a bag of lettuce every few days, I think it's okay. And if you are really looking to cut down the cost, then there are some cheaper salad bases that you can use. So iceberg will be cheaper than rocket, I think, and spinach is actually going to be pretty cheap as well. I know Greg Doucette is a big fan of spinach. That actually took me so long to eat. Holy moly. Okay, so I actually got a load of stuff today in the post. I was actually just thinking that I haven't been in a shopping center since like March, I think, so 5 months, and everything I do now is just online. I don't really plan on changing that either. Like, I do not miss shopping centers at all. I have to go to IKEA pretty soon, and I'm actually dreading that. But yeah, I got a few bits of Boohoo and ASOS. I actually really like this. I have to say, it is nice and tight around the arms, kind of loose here, and that is the kind of fit that I like at the moment. Got one of these t-shirts with the long sleeves. I think I kind of like it. I actually have never gotten a t-shirt like this before. Well, yeah, I think it's alright. I got myself a stringer, which is definitely a little bit too small. Like, look at the nipple action going on here. Maybe at the end of my next cut, I'll get away with this, I think. And lastly, I got myself a NASA hoodie from Boohoo. I don't know what it is about the NASA sign, I just think it's so cool. I have another hoodie that's a NASA hoodie as well. And yeah, that is pretty much it. I actually might wear this NASA hoodie now. I like it. Okay, it is time for some dinner, and I am gonna be attempting a chicken, rice, tomato, cheese, bake thingy. I'm not really sure what else to call it, to be honest. I just have an idea in my head of what it is gonna be. Hopefully it turns out alright. And yeah, let's do it. Okay, step 1, 150 grams of chicken breast on the pan. That is followed by 100 grams of sliced mixed peppers, 100 grams of diced white onion. And to add a little bit of a different flavor, I'm gonna go with this barbecue seasoning that you get from Aldi, I think, or Lidl maybe. I know you can get one in Tesco as well. And while that is frying away, I'm gonna add 1 bag of Mediterranean inspired cauliflower rice to the microwave. Per bag there is only 102 calories, and it is really tasty. Definitely the best cauliflower rice around. Okay, let's add our cauliflower rice, and as the sauce I'm going to be using 150 grams of this onion and garlic pasta sauce that you get from Tesco, and in 150 grams there is only going to be 66 calories. And it goes without saying that when you are trying to maximize the volume in your meals, you need to be keeping the calories from sauces down. So low calorie sauces like this are a really good option. Okay, next up I am going to add the mix into an oven tray. I'm gonna sprinkle 30 grams of this low fat mozzarella over the top, and I'm gonna put it in the oven, which as you can hear is still broken, until the cheese begins to melt. This is potentially the worst noise ever. Okay, I actually think this turned out better than I expected, which is always nice. That low-fat mozzarella is actually really nice. It's not as low in calories as the one that I usually get from Aldi. There's not much of a difference either, but the mozzarella melts a little bit better. And cheese definitely isn't a high-volume food, but remember, just because you know you're volume eating, it doesn't mean that every single choice that you have to make has to be because it is high in volume. So you know, if you are getting like loads of lean protein sources in your meals, loads of veg, loads of fruit, and you want to add some cheese to make it that little bit nicer, then you should. Alright, so I am just about to put the finishing touches to this raspberry protein mousse that I made a little bit earlier on. It honestly has the weirdest texture ever, but first let me take you back to a few hours ago when I prepared it. Alright, so I'm going gonna start by adding 4 packs of this Hartley's sugar-free raspberry jelly to a bowl. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then I'm gonna add 200 ml of boiling water. Actually, let's make it 300. 100 ml of non-boiling water. Then I'm gonna add 300 grams or 2 tubs of this fat-free quark that you get from Tesco. Per tub, there is only 90 calories and 17 grams of protein, and they taste so good. Really recommend these. And then with my hand blender, which was a great purchase, if I may say so myself, I am going to blend it all together. And as I blend, I am also going to add some ice just to volumize the mixture a little bit more. And after about 5 minutes of blending, I am going to let it set in the fridge for the next couple of hours. And now we are back in the present, and it is time for the final few ingredients. So I'm going to add 300 grams of mixed fruits. And these are the ones I am using. You get them from Tesco, as you can see, and they are so low in calories and so tasty. Then I'm going to grate 2 squares of this Lindt roasted hazelnut dark chocolate onto the mix. Grating chocolate is not easy work, I will tell you that. Okay, so first observation of this beast is that it is in fact a beast. It is so heavy. Grated chocolate is such a good shout, and it was actually a subscriber who gave me the idea of grating chocolate. It's actually something I just never thought about before. The consistency is just something that I can never properly come to terms with. Like, I just think it is so weird. It's kind of bouncy or something. But it is really tasty, and if you are someone who has like a big sweet tooth like myself, but you don't really want to waste your calories on something that is not going to fill you up, this is the perfect thing. And the fact that it has 63 grams of protein is probably the most outrageous thing ever. You would never look at that and think that has 63 grams of protein, but that is obviously going to help fill me up a lot too, because protein is the most filling macronutrient. So I will definitely be going to bed full. And using a small spoon is absolutely key because it is going to prolong the meal that bit more, because you need to take more spoonfuls. This is really good. But yeah, I think I will be lucky to finish this anytime in the next 4 years, to be honest. Like, it is just so large. So I am going to wrap the video up there, but before I do, I will display my calories and macros for the day on screen now. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already, and make sure you comment below and let me know if you did enjoy it. And as I say all of the time, even if you do one of those 3 things, it really helps a lot. It really helps the channel grow, so please do. And yeah, Rach is texting me. She is outside, so I better not leave her waiting. So yeah, thank you again for watching, and I will see you in the next video.